Hello and welcome to C-Bus Super Stadium. Your home for tonight for Elimination. Final one between the Gold Coast Titans and the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. These two teams doing battle tonight to fight for SRL glory, to continue their fight in the season and towards the Premiership. It is 5th versus 8th, ladies and gentlemen. And it is going to be a cracker of a match tonight. I'm Commissioner Wilke, very excited for this one, as always. It's brought to you live and free, proudly, by TVC Live. And this is going to be an exciting match. Last two times these teams have faced off, it has been the Bulldogs successful in securing victory. However, I've just got a feeling about this Titan side, the way that they're walking in two finals, they could very well be a massive threat here to the Bulldogs. So we will see in roughly 80 minutes time who becomes the victor as we get underway here. And Kobe Johnson taking the first hit up, and quite a few changes this week. Not interim captain, I guess temporary captain Tama Tutafa taking up the slack with the absence of Damien Moana. We wish him the best in his service at the moment as I go to the right now. And yeah, quite a few changes in this forward pack. It looks like, I'll give you the gist of it rather than every change. It looks like the Bulldogs, they often rely on a bit of speed around their edge forwards and, you know, maybe a little bit through the middle as well. They look like they're going for strength this week, and they know they need to match it. They've got Hayden Davis and Bruce Buckley, the starting props for the Titans. Those are two tough players. So they've elected to put Kobe Johnson, Namina in the front row, Gould Hodgson in the second row, and Wallace at the lock with Tedesco coming in to play hooker. And of course, Moana coming on to play 5'8", pushing Hellier out to halfback. So a lot of changes going on as Nathan O'Donnell gets an early line break here. And it's a massive one as he's just gone down the field. Will he get the ball away to Justin Dolan? No, he won't. To Tara Maxwell, bring him down, and that'll be the first tackle. As the Bulldogs done well to bring him down, but that's a great run from the Titans to start as it's Dylan Murray unable to isolate Johnny Columbus out on that left edge. As that'll be the second. Now they go. Dolan. Ball goes to Buckley now. Bruce Buckley brought down 5 meters out from the try line. Third tackle as they go. Hayden Davis caught flat-footed, bumps off Namina regardless, and pushes for the line, but brought down by Wallace. Fourth tackle now. They go out to the right. It's going to be Michael McCluckey. McCluckey looking for the line, but he'll be putting his back there. Held up being the call from Josh Bretlove. As fifth and last now, they go. Dolan running it, and not much going there. It'll be a handover. Bit of a nothing play on the last there. As Tedesco down to the right now. The Bulldogs, they've done well to defend that set after a massive run from Nathan O'Donnell. But they don't want to be getting into that position every set because it's going to be a very hard one to defend. We know how red hot the Titans can be. I mean, they've pummeled teams. They pummeled the Rabbitohs only a few weeks ago. So we really know what the Titans can be. And of course, it's all or nothing for both these teams tonight. Whoever is successful in this match will go and play the Knights next week. And face off to try and get down into a preliminary final. So it is a big matchup tonight, and that kick did not do him any favours. The Bulldogs is there under all sorts of pressure. Hodgson tackling Max Topo. That's now Mark Lee. Playing the ball, they go out to the right. It's Michael McCluckey. Matthew Vaughan, he's had quite the season at hooker. We'll get more into that later. As the Titans go left, short side play, down to Max Topo, but he's brought down the tackle. Another captain, in fact, Tama Tutafa and Max Topo, good mates outside of the league. And both taken over for their respective team in a bit of a time where their captains are a bit busy with other endeavours. Buckley. Tap back was good to him, but I don't think he was the intended recipient. As the Bulldogs able to hold on again. And this is a make or break set now. They've broken the last two. They've really struggled. Oh, and I say, oh, beautiful ball as it gets out to Hellier. Hellier dummying now. Why did you stop and dummy? You could have ran forward, Hellier. Just going for a bit of showmanship there instead of a bit of practicality. As it's Cameron Hodgson now. Almost at the halfway line. Third tackle. As the Bulldogs. Out to left, Daniel Hellier. Now goes to Moana. So now they go Columbus. Now to Thomas Wallace. Brought down Liam Rogers and Bruce Buckley in the tackle. As Moana puts the kick over, down to Nathan O'Donnell's wing. And that will be the first tackle. The Titans play the ball just at the 20. They go. Vaughan. Now out to Hayden Davis. Davis spreads the ball down to Bruce Buckley. He gets through the line. That's the second tackle. The Titans playing the ball. Going out to the left now. It's going to be Justin Dolan. Spreads it to Michael McCluckey. Over the third. McCluckey plays it at the halfway line. They go to the right. Hayden Davis gets an offload away. Bruce Buckley again. Getting some post-contact meters and just progressing a little bit there, the Titans, after the offload. As they go Hayden Davis again. And this is possibly his final game in a Titans kit, or in any kit for that matter. Hayden Davis retiring at the season's end. And if the Bulldogs get a win here, this will be the Titans' end tonight. And that will be saying goodbye to Hayden Davis. I'm sure a few other players, of course, saying goodbye to their clubs at the conclusion of this match. So we will see where tonight takes us. The Bulldogs go out to Cameron Hodgson. That's a good run there. And I mean, the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, they are the reigning premiers for a reason. And they came from 6th, I believe, last season to win the premiership. So they're not a team to be underestimated, even if they did come lowest in the pecking order of the top 8. And they always show up for finals. Just getting into the groove of it now is the Bulldogs. Best field position they've had all game. Damien Moana's going to put a kick in behind. And not really anyone there. Just a bit of a testy one for Liam Rogers. Moana just trying out his kicking boots because he hasn't been playing 5'8" or any half position for quite some time now. Mostly lock and second row for him. So it's a bit different this week. I'm not too sure if this week's the change. This week is the week to change, but regardless, that is what the Bulldogs have elected to do. As that's the third tackle. The Titans go left now. Hayden Davis spreads it out, and Nathan O'Donnell on the kick. On the trot, able to almost wave around to Tierra Maxwell, but good tackle there from Maxwell as they go to the right. Now it goes Mark Lee, spreads it out to Davis. And both teams just grinding at the moment. As that'll be the fifth and last. They go. Michael McCluckey puts the kick in over the top. Down to the wing of Bunty Campbell. He's been one of the best this season, if not the best. And he gets another good run here. Bunty Campbell going down the field. It's Liam Ryan keeping up with him. Max Topo chasing, but it's in vain. He's got options on the right, but Liam Ryan will wrap him up just short of the 10 now. That's the first tackle as the Bulldogs. Here they go. Best field position any team's seen all game. As they go, Kobe Johnston. He wants to ram over, but he can't quite. As that'll be the second tackle. They go to the right. It's going to be Daniel Hellier. Hellier will score. His headgear is back, and so is his swagger. The Bulldogs, the first on the board tonight. We'll have a look at that one. Daniel Hellier. Great try from him. And an easy pass from Jack Tedesco. Just puts him straight into a gap. Smile with kicking duty. Should get this one, you'd think. Let's make it 6-0. And that's great stuff. All off the back of that great Bunty Cambolo run. And you can just see a couple settlers, you know, Kobe Johnson settler in particular. Just taking a few settlers to try and get into the groove of things there, the Bulldogs, and set up where they want to go. Hell yeah, he was already setting up a play. He saw the gap though, called for the ball, went straight through it. And that's just what a classy half he is. He can play halfback, he can play 5'8", he can play hooker. You know, if you're not sure, he was I think season 5 Hooker of the Year nominee. But yeah, he's just... And he was 5 out of the season last season, so we know how good he is. And we're very, very impressed with him at times. He has his moments. That's a moment there in itself as they go. Hell yeah, now goes to Tierra Maxwell. Steps around. Maxwell brought down just past the 40. That's the third tackle. As they go out to the left, it's going to be Daniel Hellier. Now goes to Casey Namina. Now Namina. Playing the ball. Tedesco goes to Moana. Links up with Filippo Gould. And that's a good set after points to get to the opposition's 40 here. As the Bulldogs go deep. Moana in 6 again. Kicks it downfield, down to Corey Goetz, who had a great game last week. He's wrapped up. There you go, Justin Dolan. Brought down. It's a second. Out to the left now. It's going to be Mark Lee. Now to Hayden Davis. As Hayden Davis brought back on his back there. Good tackle from Casey Namna. They go to the left. Max Topoke. Fourth tackle. Now Liam Ryan goes to the line. Liam Ryan trying to take out Tara Maxwell, but he can't get past him there. Fifth and last is the Titans. Bit of a nothing set, and then they've come up with this. They could score here. They go to Dolan. Dolan smashed after he kicks it. Referee lets it play on, and Columbus comes down with it. As Columbus stepping around one, he can't get away from Liam Ryan. And Liam Rogers almost got in a fist fight with Kobe Johnson about that hit on his halfback. But the referee on top of it and telling him to move on. As they go out to the right, Namina. Ooh, fumbling the ball, but regathering it before it hits the deck. As now they go, Filippo Gould. Pushing forward, fourth tackle there, and almost 20 minutes into this match now. It's gone very, very quickly indeed. Oh, there's a knock-on straight into Dylan Murray's grasps. And the Titans will be in attacking position again to try and get some points on the board for the first time tonight. Yes, the subs for both teams coming on shortly. It could change some things up here as they go Max Topoke. Brought down. Okay, out to the right, inside ball. Liam Ryan gets the ball back on the outside to Matthew Vaughan. You don't see that one very often. You don't see the pass from the fullback. It's often to the fullback. As they go, oh, Dolan straight through to Liam Ryan. He was through too. Now they go Corey Goats. There's 2 tries there they've just given up. That could be diabolical here for the Titans as they go out to the left. It's going to be Matthew Vaughan. Oh. Dolan was straight through in for a try. Then Liam Ryan was straight through in for a try. And then they passed it to Corey Goats and he was not straight through in for a try. In fact, he was caught very comfortably. Subs now for both teams. Christian McKay and Cameron Honeyman coming on for the Titans. And Oos Willis and Tamatu Tafa for the Bulldogs. So I think it's very evenly matched here. Christian McKay, he'll need to have a big workload in this next 20 to really, I don't know, set the standard for the rest of these Titans boys. As that's a massive Fanders Wallace. Brought down. Tedesco, good little run there from the hooker. Tara Maxwell now goes to Damien Moana, goes to Filippo Gould. It'll be the fifth and last as the Bulldogs play the ball and go deep. Damien Moana. Kick over the top, goes down to Corey Goats. As Goats, what can he do here? He's brought down on the 30. And that is the first. As the Titans go to the left, Mark Lee. Now to Liam Rogers, the captain, going straight through. He's got options. Mark Lee back on the outside. He circles around and he's brought down the tackle. It's Tamatu Tafa. Able to pounce on him there. As now they go Dylan Murray. He tries to get past Moana. In fact, he succeeds. Filippo Gould, though, in the tackle. As they go, Justin Dolan. Very, very harsh passes to Justin Dolan tonight. In fact, for most of the halves, they've been getting some shoddy service from either team. Just caught flat-footed, caught with players in front of them, not much to do. As Michael McCluckey. Not much going on there. As the Bulldogs will get the ball back, and yeah, not the kick from Michael McCluckey. You thought he would have probably put it either long and just punted it, or put it on the ground. That bomb was pretty boring. This is going to be Corey Goats. He gets the intercept. He steps one. And Tara Maxwell brings him down, but that's a great little piece of play as the Titans have had a lot of ball in this last 10 minutes. In fact, they've had almost all of it. Let's go Liam Ryan now. He steps. And he'll be able to break a tackle of one. Honeyman brought down with the ball. 10 meters out. They go Titans. Out to the left now. It's going to be Justin Dolan. Short ball there to Christian McKay. And that's the fourth tackle. The Titans go to the left. It's going to be Max Topoke driven back. Daniel Hellier. Great tackle there from the halfback. As fifth and last year. Playing the ball. Out to the right. McCluckey puts it on the ground. It's a grubber kick. It's a good grubber kick, but Honeyman gets it. It's deflected off a Bulldog. And ruled to be not intentional, not played at. Spunty Cambolo. Can he get him out of a bit of trouble again? Yes, he can. first run getting to the 40. And he has been superb this season. Let's go to Tafa. As now, hell yeah. Inside ball to Tierra Maxwell. What can he do? To Tierra Maxwell. Good little run there from the fullback. As that's the third run. Third tackle. They go to the left. Now it's going to be Filippo Gould again. This number 11 has been a workhorse all season when he's been put in this position. And he continues that tonight. I mean, it has been Moana as of late in that 11 position, and he's been playing quite well there, but Gould, you can put him, you know, in the front row, off the bench, in the second row at lock. You can put him a lot of places and he'll play well. You can't put him in the halves, apparently, because he will just butcher it. That is not a good end to the set for the Bulldogs. The Titans should count themselves lucky that the Bulldogs didn't put a kick in, because they got down that side of the field way too easy. So Vaughan now goes to Lee. Spreads it to Max Topoke. Because that's the second. Out to the left, it's going to be Christian McKay. Third tackle now. As they play it out to the right, it's Michael McLucky. Offloading it there to Liam Rogers. As Rogers is brought down. That'll be the fourth. Has to go deep. Michael McLucky. Puts the kick in. I'm not too sure if it was inside or outside 40. It must have just been outside. And into touch to Tierra Maxwell. Well judged there from the fullback. Not to bust his chops to get there. And that's a... Oh yeah, just a foot in front there. Just took a step and ended up pretty far in front. As the Bulldogs, we're fighting off their own 10 here. There we go. Thomas Wallace. Now Oos Willis goes to Filippo Gould. Tedesco to Moana. Now to Tatafa. Flying the ball as Tedesco again goes out to Filippo Gould. He takes another run as we just crossed the 30-minute mark in this game. 50 to go. And a kick over the top. It's a bit of an awkward one, and it's just going to be allowed to bounce out there. No, not enough chase from the Bulldogs to really get there. Cambolo didn't have the pace, and I mean, not many players would. A bit of an awkward kick. Moana going for a 40-20. More of a 40-40. As Vaughan taps it off Lee. On the left side and just running forward. And there they go, Vaughan. Ball out to Rogers. Spreads it with Murray. And a very physical game so far from both these teams, and they haven't been separated. Well, I mean, they've been separated one time by a try from Daniel Hellier, but they really have been hard to separate. They've both been very physical in both attack and defense, as I say about that. Absolutely smashed there. Must have been Tutafa whacking a player off the ball, as now it's Jack Tedesco. Flying the ball. They go out to the left. It's going to be Hellier. Tries to put Tutafa through a gap, and Honeyman closes in on him. And that's the third tackle. Now they go right. Inside ball to Thomas Wallace. Fourth, they need to Tierra Maxwell to just try and get him a few big meters here. As they go to Filippo Gould instead. That could do if he gets some post context, but not as many as he probably wanted. As fifth and last, the Bulldogs play the ball. They go to Moana. Moana puts it up high. It's going to be between the 10 and the 20. Could get a tap back. No, Cambolo catches it. Similar kick to McLucky's before. Not much going on there, and a handover. Both teams just lacking a little bit of polish on the fifth and last options at the moment. Let's go. Dolan. Inside ball. Dylan Murray. Oh, monstered back there. Oos Willis having none of that. As that'll be the third. Second. Sorry. Honeyman. That'll be the third. Find the ball. Vaughan goes out to Lee. Now spreads it to Max Tobo. As the Titans struggling to get outside their own 40. They're going to try and kick themselves out of trouble. And that kick will not do. Oh, actually that kick may do. As I didn't expect the bounce to favour Dylan Murray. I don't think he did either, as Dolan got the offload back on the inside. And McLucky, he'll be punting it across field again. So he's just put it from one corner to the other. As Angie Slugger goes down the sideline, brought down by Liam Ryan. And yeah, McLucky goes from the left side of the field, punts it to the right corner, then gets the ball on the right side of the field, punts it to the left corner. So he's just playing mind games by the looks of it at the moment. There's a very strange one. The bounce just favouring the Titans. Let's go right now. Hell yeah. Goes to Maxwell, spreads it to Slugger. As that's the fourth tackle. Maxwell spreads it again. Hodgson. As that'll be the fifth and last. The Bulldogs go to hell yeah. Kick goes down to Nathan O'Donnell's wing as he's going to be able to step one. Nathan O'Donnell. There we go. Joe Daly. Daly through the line as he gets a lot of space here. And that'll be the second as the Bulldogs playing the ball. Now they go out to the left. It's going to be a short ball to Christian McKay. Sorry, the Titans playing the ball, not the Bulldogs. Third tackle. Here they come. They go out to the right. Now it goes Max Topoke. Spreads it to Honeyman. As fourth. They go. Titans to McKay. Fifth and last. As McClucky will put it very high here. Underneath it, it's going to be O'Donnell. O'Donnell push back. And that'll be a hand over there. It's Tama Tutapa. And both teams just unable to really score many points in this first half. It's been a very conservative first half. They're trying to beat the record for lowest scoring game. There's not been a whole lot to write home about. As Filippo Gould just playing the ball in the 40. Now they go out to the left. It's going to be hell yeah. Spreads it to Hodgson. As that'll be the fourth. Another good defensive set. Surprise, surprise, a team does a defensive set that's really strong in this game. Who would have seen that coming? Oh, hell yeah. Puts it downfield to O'Donnell. O'Donnell kick, stepping one. O'Donnell almost getting away from Maxwell, but just too strong in defense and brings him down. It's now Dolan. Sorry, Mark Lee. Similar haircuts. Few seconds left, and it looks like the halftime siren, the halftime score rather, will be 6-0 in the Bulldogs' favour here in the Gold Coast. The home team trailing. We'll see you very shortly for the second half.
I'm just waiting for Kiss Cam to come on. On me. It's not happening. Do you like it? Do you like it? The environment here, do you like the footy? Yes, we're on. Yeah, we're live.
Yeah,
You're not you when you're hungry.
This is an amazing
Snickos.
reception that we've received.
Hey SRL fans, want to support the league further? Join the Simulation Rugby League Patreon. Get exclusive access to additional content, early access to league releases and supporter-only giveaways and upgrades. Whatever you're looking for, we have something for every fan. When you become a Patreon, you're more than just a spectator. You're a crucial part of our team. Your support helps us keep delivering the high-quality matches and content that you love, and it ensures that we can keep the SRL experience growing for fans of all ages. It's super simple. Head to our Patreon page, pick the tier that's right for you, and you're in. Every bit of support helps us grow and makes the SRL an even better place for everyone. Now, back to the game.
Welcome back to SRL TV, the second half brought to you proudly by TVC Live of this elimination final between the Gold Coast Titans and the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. This halftime break, it's the Bulldogs with a 6-0 lead over the Titans here, and it's been a low-scoring affair so far. 50% possession, almost identical in every other stat, and two wingers to stand out at the start of the game, Nathan O'Donnell and Bunty Cambolo for the Titans and Bulldogs respectively, leading the run meters for their teams and overall. So, very, very similar in the way that they've approached this game, both teams so far. As we look to see what they can do in the second half, and a few changes. Big one for the Bulldogs. Joseph Jackson has come on at halfback. Moana moved out to the second row, with Hodgson coming off the field, and Hellier looks to have appeared to have moved to the 5'8 position out on the left side of the field. This could be game-changing here for the Bulldogs. And now it's Hayden Davis in space. Davis, it's Mayava also coming on the field. And good first involvement, saving a try there. But can they hold out? The Titans put up a big kick. It's McLucky putting out to the left side of the field to tap back Liam Ryan. He'll score these, but no, Moana wraps him up. And that'll be a handover there. Good tackle from the captain. As we go, Damien Moana brought down on the first, and not as tragic's not the word. Drastic, rather, changes for the Titans, just the usual. McKay's coming back into the front row with Tyler Weston on the centres and Alistair Russell's in the second row. So just your normal changes there. I'm really interested to see what Joseph Jackson can do. He's been given the halfback jersey for pretty much the whole season. And now you get to finals week 1, you bench him to play half a game there. I'm not sure if this will help or hinder his performance. Halfbacks sometimes they need a little bit to warm into the game. We've seen it time and time again with many halfbacks. We've seen it with Justin Dolan, for example. So not giving him time to warm up in the game and get a feel for things could be risky when you're putting him in such an important position. But I digress as Daniel Hellier kicking it downfield, down to Corey Goetz. Is Goetz stepping on. Corey Goetz on the inside of TTM now. It's a foot race. Hellier's left in the dust. Kembolo too. It's 1-on-1 truly as Maxwell brings him down. And the Bulldogs need to rely on their line now. That's only the first tackle. And the Titans are here as they go out to the right. It's Christian McKay. Playing the ball. Out to the left is Hayden Davis. Casey Numina in the tackle. And he may have scored here. We're going to go upstairs. I think that may be a try. That looks like a try to me. Unless there's a hand under it that I can't see, but that would be a try. And the Titans on the board for the first time tonight. 4-6 being the score. And a kick here could put it to 6-all. And how good is that from the Gold Coast Titans? Being a try in this early stage of the second half could break this game open. As McLucky puts that one over. It's Damien Moana preparing to kick here. And the Bulldogs going into this game as favourites despite being 8th on the ladder and the Titans being 5th. I'm not too sure the reasoning behind that. Maybe it is just the team list. Maybe it is just their finals presence and pedigree. I guess we won't really know. I'm sure people have their own reasons as to why they took the Bulldogs this week. Me, myself, I actually took the Titans, so I'm not too sure what to think of this round as they go. Hayden Davis. Brought down. That's the third tackle. Going out to the left. Max Topoke. Gets it away to Michael McLucky. And that'll be the fourth tackle as the Bulldogs able to contain him just to the halfway line. As I say that, Hayden Davis straight over the top of one. And that'll be the fifth and last. As the Bulldogs, sorry, the Titans, go to the left. It's going to be McLucky. That's another shocker. It's an absolute shocker of a kick as Mayava comes down with it and we'll play the ball just short of the 30 here. Bit of nothing going on there. As now it's Damien Moana getting an offload away to Jackson. There's the Bulldogs. Go to the left, Thomas Wallace. Now Daniel Hellier. He's not afforded any space. So that's the third. Out to the right, Wallace. Short ball there to Namina. So that'll be the fourth. That's the left, Hellier now goes to Gould. As they play the ball and go to the right. Daniel Hellier putting the kick in. Down cross field over to Corey Goetz. And Goetz, he steps one. Corey Goetz on the infield. Brought down by Filippo Gould and Bunty Cambolo. And that's the first Goetz. He's been looking like he wants to go 100 metres all night. And I think he's a strong chance, to be honest, tonight. as Max Topo brought down the 40. 30 minutes of play remaining. There's about 10 before the subs from other team come on in the next rotation. Vaughan now goes to Lee. Spreads it inside to Ryan. Liam Ryan's brought down. 5th and last now. Where do they go? Find the ball. They go deep out to Dolan. He puts it across field. Slugger. Brought down. And that'll be the first. As they go. Damien Moana. Tackled and brought down. It's a second there. And there you go, Joseph Jackson. Spreads it to Kobe Johnston. Johnston through the line. As that'll be the 3rd tackle. Now they go out to the left. It will be Daniel Hellier. Goes to Filippo Gould. As Tedesco. Just done from dummy half. And they play it out to Hellier, who puts the kick in over the top. And it's going to be allowed to bounce before Goats gets onto it. And that'll be the first. And 6-all in this match. It's very much even. Like I said, 50-50 possession before. Same completion rate. Same amount of areas, tackles, everything. And it's been a real tight affair tonight, so... been a little bit different than the previous game, the Knights and the Dolphins, where there's a lot of tries, lots of points, and lots of excitement. It's been a slow burn this game. Emphasis on the slow, and that is a shocker from Justin Dolan. Absolute stinker. Yeah, not much else to say on that one. Except that needs to be worked on, as that's in touch on the full. As Filippo Gould pushing forward. Over 20 metres out now. They go to the right. It's going to be Hellier. No. Casey Namina in the way. The prop charges forward regardless. As they go. Out to the right. It's going to be Tedesco. Passing it to Hellier as he's caught flat-footed for a sec and then runs. 3rd tackle. As they go out to the right. It's going to be Jackson. Now goes. Oh, Moana. Brought down. 4th tackle. The Bulldogs go to the left. It's going to be Jackson. Short ball. Namina scores! The Bulldogs reclaim the lead, and it's Casey Namina. It's a beautiful ball from Damien Moana. And how about that? The Bulldogs back in the lead tonight. Sorry, it's Joseph Jackson rather throwing the pass. I thought I saw a 6, but it was a 16. And beautiful stuff. He's come on the field. And he's made that impact already. He'll be very happy with himself here. There's Moana. He should get this to make it 12-6, and at this stage of the game, important points. The Titans will be a little bit disappointed. Their defense through the middle, literally through the middle of the field. There is very center. Just broke down enough. And the Bulldogs took notice and exploited it for all it's worth, and all it's worth would be a 4-pointer, so good stuff. As they go, Kobe Johnston charging it up as he's brought down. 1st tackle there. As they go. Now to the right, Daniel Hellier now goes to Moana. Playing it. Now to the left now. Filippo Gould. Breaking the tackle of one. Filippo Gould. And getting his way downfield. Right to the left, Johnston now goes. Bunty Cambolo down the sideline. Plenty of players there to tackle him, but a good run regardless from the winger. As they go. Spreads it out to Kobe Johnston. And a held and tackle penalty there. And good idea from Damien Moana just taking the 2 here. Moana slots that one over easy, making it 14-6 and a penalty after you've just given away points, you don't want to give away a penalty right in front of the sticks. 8 points down now. This game's a 2-score game. So the Titans, with just over 20 minutes remaining, and looking on the verge of elimination in this, well, elimination final. They will be looking to push very hard. And they need to keep this defense up, and they need to be basically giving it their all. They'll have a fresh lot of props soon, so these two, Christian McKay, Hayden Davis, need to absolutely flog them. Or maybe not Hayden Davis, because he'll be coming back on shortly. But they need to flog themselves. Mark Lee needs to flog himself in this last 8 minutes that he'll be playing. And as I say that, Tedesco just getting an easy way through the line. Let's go out to the left now. Filippo Gould getting an offload away, and Mark Lee picks it off, and that's a good start. As now they go. Christian McKay. Playing the ball. Out to the right. Again, it's going to be Justin Dolan. Folded in the tackle there, Justin Dolan. As they go out to the left, it's going to be Mark Lee. Spreads it to Max Topo. Now they play it again. McCluckey goes up to Weston. As he's brought down. And a held and tackle penalty. And they're going to take the 2 here. The Titans. It's an interesting call. But that penalty, you know, if McCluckey gets this, it will make it only a 1 converted try the difference. And maybe that's the reason, you know, you never know when you're going to get an opportunity at 2 points. You've got to make your success for the 6 anyway, so may as well take the free 2. Yeah, I get it. I do get it. So 6 points down now, the Titans. About 20 minutes to go in this game. Both teams, their final subs coming on. And this will be the final 20 minutes of Rugby League for Season 9 for one of these teams here. The Titans, their backs are against the wall at the moment. There's Moana. Kicks us off. So go, Daly. McCluckey spreads it to Russell. Russell through the line. Alistair Russell. Brought down there. Flying the ball. Out to the left, it's going to be Mark Lee. Goes to Max Topoke. There's Matthew Vaughan. Now goes to Nathan O'Donnell. There's McCluckey. Now goes to Max Topoke. And not a bad set after the penalty goal there for the Titans. As they go deep, Michael McCluckey puts a kick over to Angie Slugger. He takes it on the trot there, and that'll be the first tackle. As the Bulldogs, they've got lots of options all around the park here for players that could stand up and really deliver them something. As Marshawn Metcalf, as I say that, I bet you weren't thinking about him, as that's the second tackle. Good run there from Marshawn Metcalf as they play the ball out to the right now. Goes Joseph Jackson, spreads it to Maxwell. To Tierra Maxwell, straight to the line. He breaks a tackle too. As Maxwell, he's brought down. And Mayava. Oh, beautiful pass! Straight to Damien Moana. The Bulldogs, that is silky smooth. Joseph Jackson, play him on 80. Have a look at this. You can just see Joseph Jackson, sweet A-ball, draws the defenders across field there. Liam Bryant still following him and opens that gap up for Moana. Perfect execution of an A-ball there from him. As Moana looking to convert his own try. And they'll be 12 points up now, the Bulldogs. And with a little over 15 minutes left, the Titans, now or never, if you're going to strike. There's Michael McCluckey preparing to kick off once more. Let's go. Joseph Jackson to Cameron Hodgson. as he runs and drives it. And that'll be the first tackle. Playing the ball, they go out to the left. It's going to be Joseph Jackson goes to Damien Moana. Jackson to Wallace. There's a long ball out to Tierra Maxwell now. Maxwell, he just wants to light him on fire here. As he gets a few more steps to the line and a whole bunch of meters to go with it. As Tedesco, Jack Tedesco going to Metcalf. That'll be the fifth and last. And 12 points up now at the moment. The Bulldogs will be very pleased with themselves. They just need to execute on some key areas such as kick chases. And I say that Johnny Columbus, great tackle there. And that'll be the first. As the lock subs coming on now for both teams. It's Kobe Johnson back on the field and Hayden Davis, as you can see, coming back on now. Both to play lock in their respective teams. So, a big battle from those two veterans of the game out there tonight. Just his last 15. And Hayden Davis potentially playing the last 15 minutes of SRL in his career. We could see him get quite impactful as he puts it all on the line. It's the final stand for Hayden Davis here. Possibly. I mean, if he does a good enough final stand, it won't be his final stand. As Kobe Johnson gets through the line, Rogers brings him down. Ryan brings him down. Too many Liams in this team. Playing the ball out to the right. Now goes to Tierra Maxwell. He goes through the line. Tierra Maxwell splits him open. Good night! As Tierra Maxwell has waltzed his way in and waltzed the Bulldogs' way in straight to a semi-final. It's too much to ask for now, I think. 18 points in 12 minutes to Tierra Maxwell. That is attacking brilliance. As Moana. It's a kick in. And that'll be a conversion. As 8-26 the score. It's McCluckey. Kicks deep here and 18 points the difference. The Bulldogs, they had only 6 points at halftime. They've put 20 on in this second half. In this last 30 or so minutes. And a lot of it is to the help of that man, Tierra Maxwell. He's been playing very well tonight. Oh, there's a massive shot there. Comes from the likes of Jerome Daly and he folds Kobe Johnston. As they get to Tierra Maxwell again, just stepping through. And that's a good run there from the fullback. As that'll be the third. The Bulldogs play the ball out to the left. It's going to be Johnston. Now spreads it to Filippo Gould again. Gould flicks it back to Johnston. It's playing the ball. Out to the left. Hell yeah. Out to Cambolo. Cambolo through the line. Can he weave? No, he gets the ball back on the inside of Columbus. And the Bulldogs may go for just one more as fifth and last. They play the ball. They go to the right. It's hell yeah, putting it high. It's a bit shallow there, and I don't know where Tierra Maxwell is. He gets a tap back. Oh, it's Maxwell. He'll get another one. That is ridiculous from Tierra Maxwell. They're going to send it upstairs, but I'm certain about this one. And what's that? Is that 2 or 3 for Maxwell? I actually lost count now. I didn't expect there to be this many tries in the game, never mind from one player. As Maxwell has gone back to back there. And the green light. As the Bulldogs make it 30-8. Possibly 32-8, depending on this kick. And, well, yeah, I mean, praise to the Titans tonight. They've come out and they've been brave. They've done well to hold them off for the first half. The way that they did. This Bulldogs side was deadly. Very, very dangerous indeed. And they've done very well here tonight, the Titans. But they just flipped a switch, the Bulldogs. And away they go. And unfortunately, the Titans just couldn't match it with them for 80 minutes tonight. I say congratulations for the great season that the Titans have had, but we'll get more into that later. The Bulldogs, they're still playing, and they don't seem to be slowing down, to be honest, so we'll see what the last 8 minutes of damage look like. Tedesco goes out to Filippo Gould. As they play the ball, it's going to be a scoop from dummy half from Jack Tedesco. He gets through the line. Oh, good run there from Tedesco. As that's the third. Out to the right, it's going to be Hellier. Gets the ball away. It's a knock on from Hodgson. And that's not the best play from the Bulldogs. As they go to left, Dolan now goes to Daly. McClucky goes to Max Topoke. Second tackle now. Out to the right, it goes Daly. Daly straight to the line. Jerome Daly. Good run there from him, as that's the third tackle. Playing the ball. They go out to the left. Now it goes. McClucky. Oh, leaving, but not quite through. Fourth tackle. Playing the ball. Out to the right. Now it goes to Davis. He spreads it to Buckley. The Titans looking for a consolation try here. Who could stand up? I think Liam Ryan would be the one to score it, you think. As they set up on the left. They go McClucky. Puts it along the ground. I don't think that was deliberate. I have a feeling. And that was a bit of a poor play there from the Titans. As they go out to the left. Johnston. Tackled on the 30. That'll be the first. To the left against Filippo Gould. Just ramming it forward. And I'd like to see how many run meters he's got at full time. I reckon he's got probably 200 plus. He's had a lot of runs tonight. And a lot of post-contact meters. There's Tedesco. He's had a great game as well. As was this man, Tara Maxwell. He's going to pass it from dummy half after a short scoot. Gets it to Gould. Maxwell, I think, just realised he didn't want to take another contact. He's just a little bit tired at the moment. Oh, he was setting up for this play, I think. He's wrapped up by Vaughan. Fifth and last. As Hellier just does a little spin. Good thing he's not an Oz tag, because that's an illegal move. As Goats breaks his way through the line, brought down by Maxwell. And that'll be the first. Out to the right now, it's going to be Justin Dolan. It's tackle 2. The Titans. Liam Ryan gets the ball away to Bruce Buckley. This could be... It's either their last or their second last set here. Just depends on how quickly the Bulldogs go through their tackles. It's Dolan. Going up to the middle. Now they go Angie Slugger straight through. Slugger's away. He's going to cross the 40 here. No one in sight. Set full sail. He'll slow down at the end. Angie Slugger. The Bulldogs, they've scored another one. It was something from nothing there. But they've just lit this Gold Coast Titans team on fire tonight. And they've been magical. It's been a magical night for the Bulldogs. As they're looking like they could go back to back at this stage. The way they're going, I wouldn't put it past them at all. As Moana puts that one over. $38-8, a 30-point lead now from the Bulldogs. And wow, what a matchup tonight. As they go deep, and it goes to Joseph Jackson. He passes it left to Marshawn Metcalf. I almost said Luke Metcalf. As they go out to the left, Filippo Gould. A minute left on the clock. I'm not sure that the Titans will even touch the ball in this closing minute of rugby league for some of them. I'm sure a few players departing at the season's end other than Hayden Davis. There'll be contract offers left, right and centre from for players that come from a team that have been very, very good this season and very, very strong. Tedesco, driven back. 5th and last, and he may take his time. No, they'll get a kick in here. Oh, Johnson actually will get in the way. He says, don't worry about it, Daniel. I've got this. And 38-8. The Bulldogs away from home. Finals week 1. Are able to get a win. The Gold Coast Titans unfortunately eliminated, and that is their season concluded. What a season they have had this year. They have been superb, so well done to the Titans, and even more well done to the Bulldogs, who are the victors for the night. Just look at some stats here. A bit more possession from the Bulldogs in that second half. We can see they actually had more completions than the Titans had sets. A lot more errors from them as well in the same breath. A few more tackles there from the Titans, and similar in the missed tackles and line breaks department. Tatera Maxwell with the double. Daniel Helio, Damien Moana, Casey Namane, and Angie Slugger all scoring a try each. And of course, Damien Moana kicking all 7 conversions and getting a penalty goal to his name. So, good game tonight from him. We look at some of the stats. Corey Goetz, huge run meters tonight. He was very dangerous on his wing. I thought that he could have gone 100 meters every time they kicked to him. He obviously didn't, otherwise the score would have been different. But very, very good from him, I thought, tonight. Matthew Vaughan, similar thing. Hayden Davis in his final game, 157 run meters, 2 line breaks, 15 tackles, and a try. Scoring their only try, not too bad for a man in his final game, and a big congratulations to Hayden Davis on his decorated career. O'Donnell, another good game from him, and Dolan, Ryan, and then the meters drop off, and yeah, the Titans, they just looked a lot flat, very flat at times tonight, and it did make it hard for them to get momentum. They're big players, you know, Mark Lee, only 103 run meters tonight, not many line breaks, only 1 line break, 2 tackle breaks. And then, of course, the penalties did make it a bit of a challenge for them. And, you know, other people like Michael McCluckey just not standing up. Some wayward kicks as well from Dolan and McCluckey, just not hitting the mark and not putting the pressure on the Bulldogs like they needed to. Which allowed them just to trot their way in home towards the end of that match. But we'll move on. And Jack Tedesco was excellent tonight, I thought, from the Bulldogs. 242 run meters, obviously playing a hooker, but he was great. 2 tackle breaks, 4 line breaks, 23 tackles, and 2 try assists. Tatera Maxwell, similar thing, 212 run meters, 19 tackles, which is a lot for a fullback. It still backed it up with 5 line breaks and a double. So great stuff. Cambolo, similar thing. Filippo Gould, I thought he ran about 200 run meters, not too far off. Big stuff from him tonight. Took a lot of runs though, was the main thing. And Slugger, other winger, very, very good. Wallace played well at lock, and Kobe Johnson played well. Hell yeah, got a try assist and a try, so you can't really knock him tonight. Same with Moana, who got a try, and just played a lot of good stuff in the ball playing department in that first half. And then he moved to second round that second half. So a lot of good players out there tonight for the Bulldogs, and you can just see some key players that just got them the momentum that they needed to get over the line tonight. But that is all we have time for tonight. That is your Monday night concluded. It's been a pleasure to have you. The Gold Coast Titans, the first team to be eliminated from the SRL in Season 9. They, unfortunately, say goodbye to Hayden Davis here, and we say goodbye to them for the season. Looking forward to see what they can do in Season 10 with Max Topo in the captaincy role. It's going to be absolutely exciting, and good luck to him in this next period where he'll have to re-sign and sign players. Make sure that you tune in tomorrow night. We've got 2 more games, that being, of course, the rematch. Actually, 2 rematches from last week. It is, first off, the Sharks taking on the Tigers, and then it's the Seagulls taking on the Storm. Those are 2 that you'll want to tune in for, so make sure you do that. I've been your Commissioner Will Kay. It's been a pleasure having you, and make sure you tune in tomorrow night for more SRL action.